Hi, I'm Vanessa Joy and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to show you an editing program that will blow your mind and save your butt. If you've watched this channel before, you know I'm all about photography over Photoshop, but there are just some times when we want to create an image that we saw in our mind but couldn't achieve in camera, whether we just don't have the photography know-how yet, or maybe there are circumstances beyond our control where we couldn't exactly get what we wanted. Or perhaps we really screwed up and something's totally out of focus. Let me introduce you to Luminar Neo. Now this program I've heard about here and there and haven't actually taken a look at it. In fact, before I recorded this video, I really only opened it for just a second, but I wanted to learn about the program and then show you a first-hand user experience with it without me learning it beforehand so that I could show you the learning curve live on camera. So I did futz around just a little bit so I don't bore you with trying to find buttons. Let me be clear. What I'm going to show you on this program doesn't even touch the surface of what it does because I am just learning it myself, but I've already found a multitude of ways where it can help me out and just enhance my creativity. All right, let's jump in and start using this program. We don't need to talk about it, you'll just see. These are a bunch of photos that I pulled, some from a recent shoot that we did for Photo Insiders with these fireworks. That was kind of incredible. And then others from recent weddings and other portrait shoots, family shoots, and things that I've done. The first thing I want to show you, which blew my mind, is how it helps you with your sharpening. Now, this is a correctly photographed ring shot. It's shot at 5.6. Granted, yeah, I could have gone a little bit higher on my aperture, maybe have gone to, I don't know, f16, but then it would be blowing my ISO really high, and you kind of get into that conundrum when you're shooting with natural light, like I was in this situation, of going really high on your aperture, hoping for a more sharp macro shot, but not making it too noisy. Well, in addition to the de-noise that this program has, it also has incredible focusing. Let me just show you. First of all, there is a plugin. If you were to do focus stacking, you can absolutely do that, and it will do that for you along with things like HDR merge and upscale. But I just want to show you the basics. We're going into edit here and just going to super sharp. So this is an extension, but super sharp, and you have some different options. I'm going to do universal because this wasn't a motion blur thing. And you can of course mask it if you want to. And let's just go with middle. Let's just go with middle. This is where the AI technology just takes over. That's the cool thing about this program, is it's using AI to help you out with that sharpening. Now there is another part here in the details down here in essentials. This will do some other sharpening for you. Oh, I think I just interrupted it. This will do sharpening for you. And honestly, this does a great job. So maybe I'll just show you this first. So you can decide if you want to sharpen these small details here, medium details, or large details. And as I click through, actually as I raise my sharpen here, you're gonna notice it doing its job. Okay, that's insane. That's just way too much. Let's go back to the beginning. So we'll just go sharpen. This is pretty crazy. So this is doing the small details and getting into more of the medium. And it looks good. It is crisp. This is before, this is after. I mean, a little bit too much, I think, in my large details and my medium details, but that's pretty incredible. So that's where that is. And of course you can do masking and all these things, but let's jump back. I want to use this extension, super sharp. Let's let the AI do its job. Vanessa, don't touch things. It's like watching magic fairies do my editing for me. Oh my word, seriously? Look at that. That is absolutely incredible. And I guess I could go a little bit lower if I want to, but no, I think we're good. I think I need to just, there we go. Stop touching buttons, stop touching buttons, but that's incredible. That is such a crisp, focused shot at 5.6, absolutely wonderful. Let's go into a different type of sharpening, more of like a motion blur scenario that we would just wanna like save our butts. I think this one has a little bit of motion blur in it. Let me see. I was shooting that at 1/400th of a second, so no, there's no motion blur. 1/400th of a second. Let's go with, I think this one has a little. Yeah, this this has a little bit of motion blur, and then it has a bit of noise too. You can just see the noise, especially in the shadows. It's not horrible, but it's definitely there. How about this one? Oh, let's do this one. Let's play with this next one. So the second tool for saving your butt, again, going to the edit here, is this Noiseless Extension. So I shot this photo at 2500 ISO. There's quite a few things that are wrong with this photo. I mean, I love it, but it definitely has some character traits that I don't particularly want. There you go. Look at all that noise. So I haven't tested this yet. Let's go ahead to edit, and then I'm going to go into this Noiseless Extension. The fun thing is, look at this. It advises me what to use. So it's telling me to use the middle adjustment for this image. So let me just let the AI do its work, and I'll take its advice. Holy crap. That's incredible. There's like not a single detail lost in that. Holy crap. This is how the influencers are doing it. All right, let's see. And obviously we've got our little things here. Let me just up the details and up the sharpness for funsies. That's incredible. Huh. Let's go to this super sharp here, and I'm gonna use the face enhancer and universal. Let's just do low. I don't want this photo to be super like clinically sharp. I want a little bit of softness to it. I actually enjoyed having the little bit of off coloring, kind of like film here with this photo. So I don't want it to be super sharp, but I definitely want to see what this face enhancer does to this photo. Wow, okay, so there's before and after. Okay, that's the face enhancer. Let's just take the face enhancer part off. I know I love you and you're gonna do some work for me, but I do like a little bit more of a natural face. So let's pull that off and see how this super sharp worked on this image. All right, so now we have a beautifully noiseless image. We can go ahead into presets. Now, a ton of presets are included with this program, but you can of course purchase more. Hint, hint. Hopefully I'll have some of mine in here, but let's just go to the for this photo. Again, it just tells me what they think is going to look. So let's just play. Again, I wanted more film look, so let's just play with some of these presets and see what we get. Oh my word. This one is burned film, so you can see down here. You got your light leaks going. This is gorgeous. Let's see, celebrate. That's excessive. Oh, these are just fun. So presets, you're affecting the overall image, and it's just doing a phenomenal job creating a mood and an ambiance to this image. This one I like. I think I just like that burned film. That was nice. So play with the image how you want. I'm gonna get off this image now that we've played a little bit with the presets and the denoise, so we can go to something else. So we've talked about sharpening for macros, we've talked about denoising, and now I want to talk about saving my butt on some motion blur. So let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? Let's get out of the focusing thing. I think you get the idea. It just saves your butt, right? Let's play with skies. Now, this photo here, this has a great sky in it, but we can always get better. So I want to go right to the favorites and enhancing the sky. So this sky selection here, you can do anything you want. It's just wild. I mean, the sky is nice, but there were no clouds in it. So again, I don't typically do this with my photos, but if you wanted to do something like this, it really is just incredible. And it's done. And it's done. That was it. That's all it takes. Now, take a close look at this, because what it's doing, it's not just plopping a sky. Instead, look how it gave the reflection of the sky on the Freedom Tower here. It relights, and you can see it down here with the scene relighting, it relights the scene so that it matches. If there's a reflection down here or it needs water blur, it's not just going to plop a sky in there, it's going to make the rest of the photo edited to reflect the light that's in that sky. That's crazy. You can move around your sky, you've got the position and the orientation and all the things, so have a field day. I mean, and then once you're done, you could just flip through these. I mean, not that I need. We did not see the galaxy. There is way too much light pollution in New York City to be seeing the galaxy. But all right, so let's just say we go right there. I do want to go down here. Let's go into our essentials here. Where is the contrast? Oh, it's down here. Okay. super contrast right here. The fun thing about this super contrast is you can adjust the contrast and just the highlights, just the midtones, or just the shadows. And what I want to do is the midtones right about there. And then we can balance our midtones. And it's just letting me adjust where I want to adjust. The highlights contrast is really great because I'm going to be able to adjust the contrast just in her dress. Very, very powerful tool, and one that looks good here. Now, what I'm not getting into are all of the ways that you can dodge and burn, adjust contrast and color. These are things that, well, a lot of editing programs can do, but of course it's in this one. It does it really well, but I don't think that's the ultimate strength, and that's what we're focusing on, these crazy tools that you can do very easily, especially with the use of AI in your editing. All right, so that's our sky. That is just done and done. I'm gonna go to this one right here. This is going to be a photo where I relight it because right now it's kind of eh. Now I could go ahead and put some, I don't know, here we go, dream film. I could just put some presets on it and call it a day, but I don't want to do that. What I want to do is get into the editing. Now we have magic light here. Ooh, wait till I show you about that one. Actually, I guess we could do it here. No, we'll do it later. Let's go down into sun rays, or you know what? Let's go into relight. Anytime you see the AI right here, it's just telling you that it's a really advanced function and it's using AI technology to get it done. Now, this is very cool because you can adjust the brightness in a 3D relation of the photo. Just watch. So brightness near. It'll take a second to read the photo, and then we'll see how everything closer to us, including her, is brighter. And then I'm recording. So we've got brightness near and brightness far, and I can adjust the light in the background. Look at that. Look how easily it does that, and adjust the brightness in the foreground. So if I wanted to create a little bit more of a dramatic difference between the light on my subjects and the light in the background, this is exactly how I do it. It really is phenomenal. Right now, I'm okay with where it is. Let's go down to sun rays. What I really want here is I want to have this picture have that warm golden glow, even though it was kind of a cloudy day. So we're gonna place the sun center, and you can see right here, this is where the sun's going to end up. I'm gonna put it right about there because that's probably where the sun would be. And then we hit amount, and that's gonna trigger all of the other tools that I can play with. Now, of course, you can go with your sun's length here, the overall look. And again, it's adjusting how the overall photo looks in addition to adding that light. So the photo matches the light that you're adding. Now, I definitely wanna play with these sun ray warmth. Look how it just makes it super warm. Absolutely love that. Maybe back it off a little bit. And the other thing I'm gonna do here, mess with the color harmony and just make the overall photo a bit warmer. But that's pretty much it. Oh, it just looks so good. So you could, of course, place that sun ray wherever you want it to be, but that's a good spot, a little bit more natural. It's just like, it's so simple. It's so simple. Now, I've already edited it, so I would come back to my edits here, go down to the sun rays, and this is how I can adjust what I was doing with the sun rays. Actually, oh, I just love it. I love the whole thing, and there's all of my edits combined. Okay, now let's get to the beauty retouching, which is probably what you've been watching. Let me show you what it can do to a face super, super quickly and super easily. Let's go ahead. This is my daughter here. I don't want to edit her face though. I don't want to edit anybody's face, to be honest, but let's just go with my bride. I'm actually curious to see how this performs with this veil in front of her face. So let's go ahead to edit. And again, I'm not going to mess around with all of the different things that we can do with regular editing, and you know, the basics. Develop is like your basics right here, where you can adjust your exposure and things like that. Okay, fine, now that I'm in there, I'll do it. That's fine. Let's go into the portrait here. So this is mostly using AI technology. We'll start off with the face. This is going to add light to the face. So you just see how it's adding light only on her face. And not that I agree with this, but you can also slim the face. Let's see how this works. I don't think it did anything on this particular photo. That's funny. It sees the face here. Oh, there we go. Took a second for my computer to catch up. So we can slim the face. We're gonna pop it all the way in. I don't think she needs anything like that, but if you have somebody that is self-conscious about the width of their face, or maybe you didn't use the right lens, that's gonna save your butt. Now, of course, we'll go into the iris, and she has hazel eyes, so we can instantly pop those up, but oh, yep, look how it's not doing exactly the best job here on that. So we would probably go into masking and then only go on her eye here. That would, yeah, there we go. See, now it's totally fine. So making my adjustments, we can do things like enlarge the eyes. Of course, now that I did the mask, it's only gonna do that one eye. But hey, these are the kinds of things you wanna know about a program. We can do eye enhancer, eye whitening, iris flare. Now let's go ahead and get to the skin. That looks pretty good right there. Let's give this a little bit of skin retouching. It's not a ton. I don't like doing a ton. And then of course we got, she doesn't really have shine. That's not gonna be a good example of how to use that because she doesn't really have shine. Or we can hit this little button and it's just removing all of these skin defects. So I'm gonna let that do its job and it's going to remove those, and then we can do a quick before and after. So there's our before, there's our after. Mostly noticing it in the eye, and then a little bit of the skin. Again, depending on how much you want to go, you might be into really high skin retouching, and you could do that and it's just done. That's definitely not my thing, but right about there looks pretty darn good. Let's take a look at how this works without.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
So fun working from home. Work from home, they said. It'll be great. All right, so let's retouch this face using some of these presets. What I didn't mention before, these presets are not just plop on some mood or color, they're using AI to retouch the face. So for example, let's just go with this one right here called Marquee. This is from the Essence collection. Give it a little plop, or maybe we'll do the still frame. Yeah, let's do the still frame. I think you'll notice the biggest difference in this one. So we did still frame, it looks good. You can look at the before and after, but I just want to go to edit here, and you can see under edits everything that it did. So you can see that it used the AI on the face and the skin. So these are one-stop buttons that are going to not just throw a preset on there, but they're going to edit all of the face and do the retouching right there for you. And then of course you can make your adjustments and edit as you see fit. All right, let's go back to the beginning. We can discard all of the edits. This is how it looked right away. Although honestly, I'm looking at this, I'm like, why do I need to do anything other than this? So this is the Marquee from the Essence collection. It does take a second. It's using the AI to do all the editing, but then when it's done, bam, looks incredible. And we can go to edit and edits and see everything that it did. And there it is. There's your before, there's your after. So it did everything from brightening the eyes, brightening the catch light. It definitely slimmed the face, smoothed the skin. It's like, why do anything else? You could of course come in and decide that, you know what, I don't want to slim the face that much. I think that's offensive because I kind of do, and make all of your adjustments from here. So it's a pretty darn powerful tool, and I know that you're going to have a lot of fun using it. One extension I do want to show you is this magic light. So we're going to go into edit. We've got our tools and the extension magic light. Now what this is going to do, it's going to take all of the lights that you have here and create starbursts on them. And of course you can adjust the size and the intensity, but it just adds a little something extra to the photos. Or check out this other photo I have here of the fireworks. Boop. We can add the magic light here, and it's just going to enhance. I mean, I did take this at f22. That's why you see all of these starbursts. I think it was f22. Yeah, f22, so that's why you see all of the starbursts, but you of course can enhance it and create just a little bit more magic. And then you know what I need to do in all this? I need to do the super sharp. That's definitely going to be necessary. Probably, I just want to sharpen these guys, right? That's where we want to be. Just sharpen right there. And you know what? Let's click out because I think that was a motion blur. So let's go ahead back to super sharp. We're gonna do motion blur. We're gonna add this mask right there. And hopefully that'll correct some of the motion blur that I had because it was on a tripod, but you know, I did hit the button things were going crazy. You can see this live photo shoot in Photo Insiders and see how everything was done here. But I definitely have a little bit of motion blur, so let's see what that looks like. Here's our before, here's our after, and you know what? That definitely helped with that bit of motion blur. There's some other things I'm gonna have to do this, probably just in the develop module, bringing back highlights and things like that, just to make it look a little bit more sharp, but not mad about how I pulled that back, and definitely not mad about the magic light. If I want to come in here, I can do some more editing on it, but that magic light was pretty fun and definitely adds to it in a natural way. So there you go, a bunch of different tools that'll not only save your butt, but they will enhance your creativity and allow you to do basic things like retouching in just one button using the AI technology in this Adobe plugin or standalone program. Let me know what you think. Make sure you hit the link below and check out all of the different things that Luminar can do. Luminar Neo is an incredible program. I know I was blown away, and I think you will be too. So hit like, subscribe, ring the bell. Bye.